1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out there in guitar land, Mike Hedding here, coming to you today with the old kid song and old fiddle tune, Arkansas Traveler in the key of D. This is a great old song to know, and we're going to break down a basic A part, a basic B part, and then a variation for each part. It's super important when you're learning these fiddle tunes to learn the basic melody first. This was a big mistake I made when I first started playing, is I would learn someone's kind of intermediate or advanced solo to a fiddle tune with a bunch of variations, but I wouldn't be confident in knowing the basic melody. So if someone told me, hey, just play the basic melody at Arkansas Traveler, I would get totally lost. I wouldn't know what the basic melody is. And to create variations, you need to know the basic melody because that's what the variations are created on. So super important to learn the basic melody first before you start creating variations. So that's what we're going to work on for this lesson. We're going to get some good practice stretching our fingers out of our left hand, some kind of up and down picking with our right hand. I'll break down all the solos note for note and then show you a bunch of backup I would do for this song. This song uses the chords D, G, and A, and we're going to change pretty fast between them, so we're going to get some really good practice changing between the chords. And if you're watching the preview of this lesson, you can head over to my website, MikeHeddingmusic.com, and grab the full lesson. You'll get access to watch all the videos, and you can download the tabs and the practice tracks. All right, here's Arkansas Traveler in the key of D. All right, let's start breaking down this beginner version of the classic old song, Arkansas Traveler in the key of D. I'm just going to play this one out of open D position. We're just in standard regular guitar tuning. So let's start by breaking down the first 9 measures, which will be like the basic A part, and then we'll start breaking it down. Here we go. All right, so let me play the first 9 measures. Here we go. A few times. And one time really slow. So for this basic A part, we're going to stay really close to the basic melody. I just wanted to give you kind of a really simple version of the basic A part to start with. Okay? And what I recommend for this lesson, and for any guitar lesson really, is let's really focus on the pick direction. So a common rule for bluegrass, flat picking guitar, and mandolin is down strokes on the down beats, up strokes on the up beats, right? So if we're doing quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to play all downstrokes. If we're doing eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and we're going to start adding the upstrokes. Super important for a bunch of reasons. One, it's really going to help you play the correct timing, not rushing through the quarter notes or slowing down during the eighth notes. But it's also going to give you a repeating picking pattern that you can practice, right? So if you follow that rule, you'll be practicing the song the same way every time. Whereas if you make up your own pick direction, you might be practicing it sometimes with a bunch of downstrokes, sometimes with half upstrokes. You'll be practicing it all these different ways, so it's not as good for building your muscle memory. Whereas if you apply that rule, then you can practice the song the same way every time. So I've got the pick direction listed below the tab. So the staple-looking symbols are the downstrokes. The V-looking symbols are the upstrokes. So super important to follow the pick direction on this lesson. All right, let's start breaking it down. So for measure 1, we're just going to start with a little pickup. We're going to walk up, open A string, 2nd fret on the A, and 4th fret on the A. And then up to the D note is what we're trying to get to, our 4th string, open D. So we're just walking up, and we're playing on beats 2, 3, and 4. So you can count beat 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I'd recommend for this song is we're going to be using a lot of 2nd frets and a lot of 4th frets. So I like using my 1st and 3rd finger. So you'll see basically my 1st finger is kind of hovering over this 2nd fret. My 3rd finger is kind of hovering over these 4th frets. So keep your hands spread out. And then for measure 2, this is the opening melody line. We're going to play a little run. We're going to do down and up strokes here. Open, 4, 2, open on the 4th string. So we're just kind of going up the notes and then back down. And then we're going to go down to the 5th string, 2nd fret twice. And then open 5th string. And then open 4th string. So it's... How do we count that? It's 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going down, up, down, 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 down. So again, really important to play the pick direction. Let's add back the pickup. One more time, really slow. 1. Okay, and this fiddle tune follows a very common call and response format. So that opening melody line is our call. And our response to that is now we're going to take our 1st finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, play that note twice. And then the 4th fret twice. And then a little run. So that was 2, 4, 2, open. And then 2nd fret on the 5th string, open. So let's play that. So we have... So let's break that down a little bit. 1, we're doing quarter notes there. And then a little run. So again... So a couple little technique things there is when you do this, see how my 1st finger's down? Don't do this. See how I'm lifting my 1st finger? Same with that next run as well. If I go, hear how much choppier it is? Whereas if I keep this finger down, basically it's kind of like your insurance policy that you're making sure you keep that note down. You're also not moving your hand more than you need to, and it also helps stretch out your hand, which is good for practice. So that's our call and response. So again, we have our initial call. Now we have the response. Now we're back to our initial call, so this is the exact same as measure 2. And then a very similar part. Now we're going to play a little ending response. So we're going to go up to the 3rd string and play the 2nd fret, and then open 2nd string, and then 3rd fret on the 2nd string. I'm going to use my 2nd finger, open 2nd string, and then a little run. So that was 2nd fret on the 3rd string, open 2nd string, back to the 2nd fret, open 3rd string. So I just keep that 2nd finger down. So we have, and then a little ending lick. 4, open on the 4th string, 2nd fret, open. And then we're going to do a little open 2 hammer-on, which is going to be our pickup into the A part variation. So the ending lick is... just going to loop it. So use these open strings in measure 7. Because you have to do a pretty big jump up to the 3rd string, so use these open strings to basically get your hand ready. Again, keep your hands stretched out so you can do that ending lick. Alright, let's play that whole basic A part. Here we go.